Onision, we talked about last episode, and I actually got into a claim war with him, so we ended up cutting it because as I suspected, he is. First, he claimed them immediately when they were unlisted, and then when I wouldn't let him claim it and own the whole, episode. I mean, I would rather. I'm not paying this scumbag a single penny. Penny? Come on, Ethan. Penny. I'm not going. I mean, dude. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm not going to pay this scumbag $1. Okay, I'd rather erase the episode. And so we went back and forth. I said you can't claim it, and eventually he said, "Okay, well, I will remove your videos." So I'm glad that we cut it out because I was showing his footage. So now I will talk about him without showing his footage, so we can't claim it or strike it. And what I will say is that I have the highlight still up, which is going through the copyright process right now. Once it gets taken down, I can dispute that, which I will, and I'll win. And then the highlight, my original segment about Onision, will be available on the highlights channel. But until then, we can talk about him now being such a creep. I mean, wow, the guy is such a creep. And it makes me wonder, a lot of people are making videos about Onision right now. I think they're all being claimed by him. He must be making a lot of money.
The balloons behind you are just like...
Oh my God, it's Onision spirit. They're here to molest me. I think he must be making a lot of money from these videos that people are making because he claimed mine so fast and he was so relentless. So unless these people fought him all the way through being DMCA'd, which I'm not sure that they did, he's making money off those. Cheers. But Chris Hansen has done a wonderful reporting on it. Philip DeFranco did a really nice piece about it. There's been a lot of girls. Here, let me show you a picture. He can't claim me for showing a picture, can he? I don't think so. Right?
He will probably try.
I think they'll reject that. You can show someone's picture, right? Can people copyright a picture of themselves? Maybe they could.
We don't need to.
You guys know what Onision looks like. Lots of reports have been out about this guy, like grooming, like very R. Kelly behavior. Grooming girls, fans coming to his house, dominating them. There was a leaked footage that disturbed all of us greatly, like really greatly, of one of his ex-girlfriends who he groomed and was living with them. And she's doing a video and it cuts to him being like, nobody's going to see this, right? Like, you're pathetic. This is awful. Nothing goes through me. And then he starts throwing candy corns at her as hard as he can, which sounds funny, but it's not.
Right.
You want candy corns? All psycho. And she starts crying, and he's pelting her with candy corns as hard as he can. But there's been allegations of him getting some of his fans who came and lived with him pregnant, forcing them to get, or once they had miscarriages, because he's making them sleep on the ground and not feeding them. And then when they have miscarriages, he's not getting them health. Dude, he's making them dress up as boys, which is something R. Kelly did. He prohibits them from...
And just punishing and all kinds of demeaning stuff, insulting them.
He found out that one of his sex slaves smoked marijuana, so he gave her the option to be in the basement for 10 days, chained to the wall, make a YouTube video saying he wanted her to get "I'm a liar" tattooed above her butt. He made some girls tattoo his name on them. It was straight up R. Kelly sex cult shit. And he's married to this girl who's now going trans male, female to male, which is super weird because that's kind of his thing, is that he wants women to dress like men. I guess to demean them. I don't know what this person's sexual orientation is, but she's in on it. And they have 2 kids together, which is the saddest shit I ever heard. Chris Hansen has been doing an episodic thing on this guy, Onision, and he says the FBI is investigating him, which is great news because this guy scares the shit out of me.
And Philly D was actually calling him Greg, right? That's his name. And I kind of think that we should stop calling him Onision and just call him by his name.
Because you think it just humanizes him?
It's just a creep named Greg.
Yeah. Right. We can call him Greg. Greg, yeah, it doesn't really do it. He doesn't sound that great when you just call him Greg. But the
'Cause I
guy,
think when it's under Onision, you think of like a character or, maybe it's not real. Which I still don't know. It's all allegations, but there's a lot of them.
no, it's
So
real.
there's
I
a
think
lot.
what he's doing is blurring the lines because if you go to his channel, he's putting on all these shows about him having like these mental breakdowns and this, and he's playing it up. And I think he is just trying to make light of everything to have the illusion of still having control, even though he is going down big time. His Patreon got closed off, which I assume was his only source of income besides claiming people's videos. I think that's a big explanation for the current videos he's making now too, which is him just having like a meltdown, kind of trying to bait people into making a video about him so that he can claim it. One thing was when I was going back and forth with the claims is that he claimed it immediately. And then when I disputed it, he came over and claimed it again. And usually when someone's trying to mess with you, they'll let it sit so they can draw it out for as long as possible. But in Greg's case, I think he actually needs the money. So he's trying to force it to a crisis. Most people won't push it as far as I will because they're not as comfortable and as knowledgeable about the law as I am. So I would say 9 times out of 10, he probably just gets the money. I wasn't going to let that dickless bitch take the whole podcast revenue for that shit. You know? Fuck that. Hell no.
I really hope that the FBI investigation goes deep on all the allegations and.
I look it up, man. There's a lot of weird. You know, I should find some of the girls talking about him because you can't claim that. But I feel like I'm hamstrung a little bit here.
Like, it's all kind of too dark too. Once you go into the details.
It's true. It's really sick shit.
Yeah.
But people are always asking, why don't I talk about it? People are always asking, why don't you talk about it? Well, one, first of all, it's so disturbing. First of all, you know, when I played that last video of the girl being abused on camera verbally and having candy corns thrown at her, we all were like, oof, that was a lot to watch.
Yeah.
You know, I think we were all very disturbed by that. And then two is that he'll claim you to the point where it's like when ISIS had ads on YouTube. It's like, I'm funding ISIS.
Right.
If I'm making a video and he's claiming it. So on one hand, I'm not going to give him money. And on the second hand, he's going to strike my video if I don't allow him to claim it, is what happened here. And that whole process can take up to a month until I'm free of his legal claims on the video. And I can just show it to you guys. So I'm not going to publish it until it's free and he's not going to make any money on it and he can't do anything, the highlight. But I understand why people aren't talking about it for those reasons. And those are the reasons that I'm not talking about it either. He goes out of his way to make it almost impossible to talk about it. And so here I am saying, Onision, you are a disgusting human being. You are a creep. You are hopefully going to be going to jail very soon. I want you to tattoo my name over your ass. Thoughts, Hila? Tattoo Ethan Rules over your ass. And I want to throw candy corns at you at high velocity as revenge.